the first streamed match of Hermon High School's postseason for the fall 2024 season. We actually kicked off the postseason yesterday with our Fortnite duo, and they were able to get some good play in, but eventually went down. We were pretty low in the rankings for the Fortnite tournament, so the opponent setup for us was one of the best teams in the tournament. So we put up a good fight, but eventually lost. And tonight we're watching the Smash Bros team go up against the Spruce Mountain High School Phoenix Sparkles. All right, give me just a moment. We'll switch live while they set up the arena. We'll go to live gameplay. All right, so we're the away team for tonight. The opponents will be setting up the arena, and our team captain, Oliver Sewell, is in the process of joining that arena. So if you've never played Smash Bros, I'll do my best to kind of explain what's going on. And also, if you have played Smash Bros before but aren't familiar with the tournament setup, we have 3 members on the team, and they will go up against 3 members from the opponent school. So we pick which of our 3 players will go first, and the opposing team will pick their starting player. They'll play a series of games to determine the winner between those 2, and then we'll switch to a different player, so will the opponent. And then we keep playing until all 3 members of both teams have played once, and then depending on how those first 3 games, we may go to a 4th or even a 5th game to break a tie. And if we do have a 4th game, that means one of our players plays a second round. So everybody plays once, and then we might have 1 or 2 of our players play a second round to break the tie. All right, so we've got Oliver going with one of his favorite characters, Corrin. If you've never seen Smash Bros before, the idea here is this is actually somewhere halfway between a traditional fighting game and a sumo match. There'll be a platform, an arena, where the 2 players will face off. And unlike a normal fighting game where you're just kind of fighting until one of the players goes down, in this case you're trying to knock them off of a platform, sort of like sumo wrestlers pushing each other out of the ring. That becomes easier and easier as the match goes on. You'll see percentages show up underneath each of the competitors. As those percentages get higher and higher and higher, then that player will get knocked further and further when they get hit. So there's a couple of different ways to score a point, I guess is the way to say it. Each player has 3 stocks, which means they can get knocked off of the arena 3 times. And if they fall off of the platform completely and just go off down the bottom of the screen, they'll lose 1 stock. But also, if they take enough damage and their percentage gets high enough, then the opponent can do a smash attack and just completely knock them off the screen into the background sometimes. And the game concept is kind of, the creator has said that the concept is sort of inspired by as a kid playing with various toys and action figures, and you know, who would win if this person fought this person. So we've got iconic characters, and you'll see battlefields from a ton of different franchises. We got a level here from Sonic. We've got some levels from various Mario and other Nintendo franchises, a couple of Pokemon levels. The characters likewise come from RPG games to Mario platforming titles to anything, you name it. There's a couple of Animal Crossing characters. For you older folks in the audience like me, you might get a kick out of, we might get a look at some throwbacks. This edition of Smash Brothers doesn't have it, but one of the older versions had the somewhat infamous Robbie the Robot accessory for the Nintendo Entertainment System. There was a little toy plastic robot you could get that would supposedly could actually use the controller and play games to some extent. And in reality, it didn't work so great. And they made it a playable character. And we've got the Wii Fit trainer was a playable character in Smash Bros at one point. So yeah, pretty wide variety of opponents that we can pick from. We'll get started just here in a second. We're going to see Oliver face off against one of our opponents. And here we go, off with the first game of the match. So Smash Brothers is a deceptively simple game. There's only 2 attack buttons and then a jump button, but quite a bit of depth can come out of there because every direction you push on the D-pad, along with one of those 2 attack buttons, does a different attack. And also, most characters have a completely different set of things they'll do if you push any of those combinations while you're in the air. So, for instance, one of the 2 attack buttons will do something completely different if you push up or down, left or right, or even if you're not pushing any direction at all, those will all produce different attacks. So you can see Oliver knows this character, Corrin, pretty darn well and uses that variety of attacks equally well. He's getting some early hits on our opponent. All right, I'm gonna get myself out of here so we can focus on the gameplay exclusively. We can see Oliver playing on our school account, Esports 3, as Corrin, getting in some good hits. It's a close match so far, though. You see those numbers in red down below will tell us as they get higher and higher. There we go. So our opponent was able to get a smash attack in and eliminate one of Oliver's 3 stocks. So he'll be looking to even that score up here as quickly as possible. There's that Robbie robot I was telling you about. They're playing as. That was originally an accessory for the Nintendo Entertainment System. He gets a second chance at fame as a character in a game in 2024. All right. Oliver's lost his second stock now, so he's coming from behind a little bit. The opponent still has 2 of their 3 stocks. There we go, Oliver getting a few good hits in on a bit of a run. Let's see if he can keep it up. All right, Oliver's going to need to play careful at this point. An unlucky hit or a mistake here at some point, he may end up losing his 3rd stock. And there it is. Rob was able to get a hold of him. Takes away Oliver's last stock. Means the first game goes to the Phoenix Sparkles, and we will be looking to get a little bit of payback here in the second game. So you won't be able to see it here on the screen, but part of the matchmaking process with the play versus tournament is the teams will take turns eliminating from the list of possible battlefields. So a lot of different arenas that you can see a fight happen on. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see a little bit of that variety tonight. And every player is a little bit more comfortable with some and less comfortable with others. So the teams get a chance to kind of back and forth, take turns eliminating some of these options and narrowing it down to which one will actually get fought on. right, there we go. Kalos Pokemon League will be our arena for this second game. Oliver's trying to switch things up a little bit, going from Corrin to Joker, character from Persona 5. His opponent sticking with Rob. We changed the color scheme up a little bit for some variety, but same character.
2, 1, go!
Off to a fast and furious start here. Oliver got in some good hits, but Rob is about able to counter, getting some hits of his own. It's a very tight match so far. Looks like both players taking it easy, being cautious, trying not to take any critical hits. Still anybody's match at this point. Oliver's starting to accumulate some damage. Rob's still not safe at the moment, though. Ooh, solid hit. Oh, timely block from Oliver as well. Using those shields to good effect. Oh, tough hit. Oliver's able to recover though. Grab the edge of the map, avoids losing a stock there. Ugh, Rob gets a grab and a tough smash. Takes one of Oliver's stocks, and now the question is how quickly can Oliver even the score? There it is. One stock down for each. And this is a really close match. And Oliver takes a pretty brutal series of hits there and loses his second stock, but still in it. Playing from behind a little bit here, but well within reach. Oh, tough grab from Rob again. That grab combo is brutal. Nice hits from Oliver. Can we finish off Rob? Just refuses to lose that second stock. Another grab combo, and that will be it. Okay, so for the game matchups, it's 2 out of 3. So Oliver is gonna give this one to Alex Profano from our opponents, the Phoenix Sparkles. And we'll move on to the second player from each team will now log in, and we'll see how the Series 2 goes. All right, so as we switch players, it looks like we're going to switch controller type as well. Oliver prefers to play with the mini cons. Trenton steps in. Trenton Parsons will be our second player. He prefers to play with a full-size pro controller. Trenton also going with one of his favored characters, Pura Mithra. And it looks like we're going to launch straight into the second series here. We'll give both players a chance to go through the arena elimination process and figure out what the battlefield's going to be. All right, looks like we're back to Pokemon Stadium 2. And Trenton will be going up against Sephiroth, one of the more infamous bosses from the Final Fantasy series. Making a bit of a comeback these days with the remakes of the Final Fantasy VII games coming out on newer consoles. It was a very popular game when I was in high school, and it's come full circle. It was very popular again. All right, Trenton hits the ground running with a couple of strong hits off the bat. Unfortunately, Sephiroth hits really hard, so it'll all come down to how well Trenton can bob and weave around those monster hits. Oh no, critical mistake. Trenton unable to recover and falls off of the platform, loses one of his precious 3 stocks. Oh no, and another one. That's 2 critical mistakes now. Trenton's down to just a single stock. He'll have to be playing at the absolute top of his game to make a comeback at this point. All right, a nice sword throw. We need a heck of a lot more like that to close the gap, however. Oh, and that's it. Very quickly, game 1 is down. Again, the game series is 2 out of 3, so Trenton will have a chance to bounce back here and come from behind. See if we can give our team a win in the second round. The match will be decided best 3 out of 5. So if the first 3 matches all go to one team, that's the end of it. As I was saying earlier. If we do win 1 or 2 of these second and third round matches, then we will add a 4th or maybe even a 5th to the series.
Choose your fighter.
Thanks for sticking with us and being patient while the 2 players narrow down their arena selection. We'll be getting back into the action here in just a second. No surprise that the Phoenix Sparkles are giving us a heck of a match tonight. They're 5th ranked in the league. All right, we got a rematch. Pyramithra against Sephiroth again. Slightly different change of venue here, though. Smaller platform. Oh, Trenton narrowly avoids another fall off the platform, grabs the edge with his fingertips. Sephiroth is there waiting. The Phoenix player really seems to be anticipating Trenton's moves here. A strong player for sure. Uh-oh. Trenton's in trouble and makes a critical mistake. Falls off the platform, loses his 2nd stock. We've got another desperate situation here, trying to make a comeback. Only 1 stock left for Trenton. Opponent still sitting on all 3. And that's it. Game 2 is done. We will be giving another win to the Phoenix team. And just like that, it's all down to Ben. Third player on our Smash team tonight will be Ben Tisdale, and he is up against the wall. It's do or die pretty much from here on out. The Phoenix Sparkles up 2-1. That means we pretty much need to win out from here. Although Ben can afford to lose a single match here and still come out on top 2-1, best out of 3, he will need to win this game to give our Hawks a chance to stay in it and win the night. Again, thanks for being patient while our players work through the arena selection process. All right, here we go. Ben is playing as Marth and going up against Pura Mithra. Now the opponent's choosing very popular, newer character, some excellent and difficult moves to deal with. A little bit of variety too, as it's actually a combination, a partnership of two characters that can swap in and out and bring a slightly different moveset each time. Our Smash Bros team is very young, so lots of potential. If we can build on this performance this year, making the playoffs in the first go at Hermon High School Esports. This is our very first Smash Bros team, and here we are in the playoffs. Even though the Phoenix Sparkles are giving us kind of a tough time here, we've got a bit of a bloody nose. There's only room to get better over the next few years. We can keep this core team together. If we can bring them back next season and next year, we'll maybe give this Phoenix team a little payback next time we see them. Uh-oh, and it looks like, again, this is a signature move for our Hawks Esports team. Tradition to fall off the platform at least once per match. That does put Ben down to 1 stock. Again, our opponent still has all 3 in the red, so Ben might get a smash attack in here and eliminate one of those. Yes, and there it is. And get a little bit of a hit in here. Still quite a lot of work. Ben is going to really need to pull something special from his magic hat to get a win on this one. There's a good sword combo, put some hurt on. And another good hit, knocking him off the platform. Trying to disrupt that recovery. Oh no! Oh, an excellent recovery. Ben avoids disaster, but takes a flame sword in the face. And a smash attack takes out Ben's last stock. And another win to the Phoenix Sparkles. And now we really are in do or die situation. We need to win a few matches to stay in this one, or our playoff run might be ending a little bit early. All right, and here we are. Third match, second game. Hermon Hawks desperately needing a win here. Let's see if Ben can give it to us. Wow, first blood to Ben with a nice sword combo. Momentum starting to swing a little bit in the other direction. Both players trading blows. Oh, and the Phoenix Sparkles make their first mistake of the night. It gives Ben a little bit of breathing room. Up 3 stocks to 2. Oh, not for very long, however. Phoenix able to get the smash attack. Even the score at 2 stocks each. Bit of an unusual setting for this fight. We got a little bit of Animal Crossing going on in the background. Most of the special features are disabled for competition play, but in Smash Bros. Ultimate, a lot of these arenas have sort of special features and abilities going on in the background that make each match a little bit different. The Phoenix player definitely seems to have a rhythm established. Let's see if Ben can disrupt that, get them out of their comfort zone a little bit. Oh, solid hit. Ben really needs to go on a run here, though, and can't quite pull it off. The smash attack ends the game and the match. All right, and with that, the Phoenix Sparkles go up 3-0, and that will put them ahead for the series, and I believe put the end to the match. 3-0. Best of 3. All right, so thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate your viewing and support. Make sure to give the guys a thumbs up and a pat on the back. Again, for a rookie team, first ever Smash to make the playoffs at all was a pretty good achievement, and we can only get better in the coming years. Make sure you to join us again tomorrow night. We'll have the Mario Kart 8 team playing their first playoff rounds, and we will have the Apex Legends team playing their final game of the season, and our Rocket League team gets a bye week. Actually, they're part of a small pool, so they won't have a match tomorrow, but they will be with us in 2 weeks after the break. We'll be streaming as many of those matches as we can, so keep an eye on this Twitch channel. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.